what she's done.
No, it's just we all know the track so well, and it could just sound like a sort of a cheap copy in a way. But what you've done, so when the album came, I opened it, put it on the CD player with some, excitement. What you've actually done, though, to me, is actually you've kind of recreated them in your own light, haven't you? You've taken the spirit of Elmore and made it into the spirit of Erja. Is that a fair description?
That's a very lovely way to put it, really. Thank you very much. What I did, of course, it was a risky thing to start to do something like that. But Elmer James has been always one of my biggest idols, and and when I was thinking what kind of album I would like to do next, I had always had this image in my head that someday I'm gonna make this very bluesy album with a lot of slide guitar, and then I started to think about what about a tribute album, and then I was thinking who would be the guy or girl to make the tribute of, and Elmer James just felt like a natural choice for me, really. Yes. And of course, when I started to go through the songs, I listened to a lot of his repertoire, and had to pick up the ones that would suit me the best, and the ones would, I felt that I could probably make best versions of myself, and so it was very hard to pick up the right songs. But eventually, I'm pretty happy with the songs we decided to put in the album, and there are some songs that I tried to play as close as Elmer did.
Yes.
And some of them I just totally changed.
Was the reason for playing them close like Elmore because you felt you couldn't make any alteration which would improve it, or?
Well, there's a couple of tracks that I really tried to nail them the way Elmore did, and one of them is just the one I just played by myself in the studio here now, Person to Person, which by the way has a great lyrics about human communication and the connection that we should be there. Now even nowadays this song has been like made tens and tens years ago.
Yes.
But today it just nails the point that we should be there. Forget your iPhones. I changed one word. There's no telephone. There's iPhone in the last verse. Just to underline the fact that we just have all this gadget, and it's some sort of socializing, but it's still it's best to be there, and the real human touch. Nothing will ever win that. So Person to Person, that's the one song that we try to do as close as possible, and something inside me as well, So I was very carefully listening to the riffs Elmore was doing, and I tried to do them the same way. Of course, I have different equipment, different style. It's different times, and of course I have my own female perspective of things, so that does change it. Although I tried to do it as close as Elmore did it, and one of the reasons why I wanted to, so to speak, copy, if you say very straightforward, as copy his playing, I really wanted to nail some of things he does. I'm pretty sure I've already snatched a few riffs to my own playing from him, and of course you always when you learn from other artists, you take something what they've done and then you mold it into your own.
Did you spend many hours listening to his work again? Did you go back to his repertoire and listen to it again and again to sort of train for it, or did you sort of try to do it from the feeling it had rather than the fresh memory?
Well, of course I had to learn all the things, by memory. I tried to learn the lyrics and everything before I went to the studio. And but I still in the studio I was still reading some of the lyrics from the paper, and but just to get the right words and everything down, and inspire the band as well at the same time. When you're in the studio, you try to perform anyway. Yes. Although there's no people, still, because you need to create the atmosphere with your own band. So of course I was listening to a lot of the songs, and I even listened them during the sessions. Just to listen. Oh, this is the way it actually goes. And then you just realize, it just really changed something like totally different way, and then we go like, well, we kind of like this. Will people like it? But eventually, you know, it seems like people have really liked this album, which has been very lovely too.
We'll come on to the response and other things that have happened to you in the last 18 months at the end of the next number. What you can do for us next?
Okay, this is a track from the album as well, and this one is called Hand in Hand. Yeah, I lost my baby. No, he just won't treat me right. Yes, I lost my baby. No, he just won't treat me right. He's home early in the morning and goes out with some other girl. Every time I see my baby walking down the street with another girl. Every time I see my baby walking down the street with another girl. Now it used to be a cousin. Nowadays they're running hand in hand. Other girl.